Fun fact, I spent more time grabbing all the collectibles and mopping up all the remaining MISC open world trophies in Atlas Fallen than I did actually playing the story of Atlas Fallen. And that's not to say there's thousands of things to collect or anything like that. It's not that big of a grind. It's just more that the progress of getting all of these things is really slowed down, with lots of steps often involved to grab something simple, and the open world itself can be really awkward and a bit of a confusing place to navigate at times. I'm looking at you, Caves. Ugh. It meant that the post-game cleanup in Atlas Fallen became a bit of a nightmare, so here I'm going to talk about some of the things that annoyed me as I mopped up the rest of the trophy. One of the more annoyingly convoluted tasks was finding all of the maps and collecting all of the treasures for the All That Gold trophy, as this one just went on for ages. At around 20 or so maps, there's just way too many of them, and when you have to find 3 pieces of a map before you can even get to go and find the treasure, going through this long-winded process each time just to get to the chest became a real chore. Sometimes the map pieces are a mission reward, other times they can be found in chests or brought from a shop. The worst map pieces though are the ones that come from the wildlife trails. For these you have to stalk a deer and watch it as it digs up the treasure, and it sounds really simple, but you'll often just find yourself standing there waiting around watching this animal repeat its walk cycle over and over again without ever digging up the goddamn treasure. It's such a ball ache, and it just seemed a bit random to me as to whether it would just do it or not. There's plenty of other things for you to find or destroy in Atlas Fallen, like the elite wraiths, the healing totems, vantage points, which are basically the Assassin's Creed viewpoints, perks and armours in your quest for the Platinum Trophy. Oh damn, the Fine Feathers Make Fine Birds trophy for getting all the armours. Now that one became a real slog as well, as I couldn't find the last armour set that I needed. So some of these are again given out during missions and side quests, and if you miss any, they can be brought in certain shops. The only problem was I'd done that mission that was required for this armour, and I didn't actually get the armour, nor was it in the shops for me to purchase, so I ended up wasting a good hour or so here just randomly searching around for it, thinking it had glitched, only to realise that while I had beaten the quest, I hadn't gone to the NPC to chat to them and get my reward, and I only stumbled upon that by accident as I was just randomly roaming around the map getting all of the other trophies, and I just randomly got it as I chatted to them. Phew, what luck. One of the dumber trophies in the game was the one for getting all of the upgrade shards, which you'll find a load of these naturally as part of the story, as they give your gauntlet new abilities like the air dash, and during those missions you can use your view ability to see beams of light in the sky, and these beams of light lead you directly to the shards, so you'd expect the remaining ones out in the open world to do the same, right? Well, no, they didn't, so the last ones I needed, I had no clue as to where they were, as I couldn't see any beams of light in the sky, and I couldn't see any icon for them on the map, even though there's one there in the legend bit for them. They would never show up, so I ended up having to follow a video guide and go back through all of the ones that I'd already got, only to get to the one that I needed almost at the end of the video. It's just stupid as to why they don't show up. I couldn't see them on the map either, so why did this not work right? It just ended up making it take hours to get them instead of minutes. Then there's a Feeling Fancy trophy for finding all of the cosmetic items, which was also a pain, as some of these were tied to missions that could be missed, others were found in chests from that light beam chase thing, as well as others that were purchasables in the shops. However, the map doesn't show all of them, and often the icons don't appear until you're right on top of them, which by that point the map is just pointless, so tracking those all down just took longer. Speaking of the map, other things on it aren't clear too, as those icons are just white, so they don't really stand out that well on the white bits of the map. Even things like the anvil locations can be hard to see, so the travel aspect is made harder. Speaking of the anvils, those can even glitch out if you've played the game in co-op, which is just BS. So yeah, I'm sure there was some more annoying things about the collectibles and misc cleanup of the trophies in Atlas Fallen, but those things I've mentioned really did pee me off in those 15 or so hours. So I guess as a whole, they are the other BS trophies in Atlas Fallen. Thank you very much for watching. Have you managed to get the platinum in this game? What did you think of the post-game cleanup? Were these trophies annoying for you? How about those wild hunts where you have to watch the animals? Those were really bad, right? Please, tell me everyone else struggled with those as much as I did. They would just never dig up the goddamn map. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
We approach the end of our journey.
It has been long and tiring.